Governments fund themselves in three different ways. They can either tax, borrow, or inflate. Taxation is a very unpopular method with the public because its effects are so direct. Borrowing is not a true remedy either, as it merely delays payment to some degree. Governments can keep borrowing, but it's like a person using a credit card to pay off another card. This is self-defeating and only can really last for so long until at some point the government must levy new taxes, begin inflating, or default. Inflation is an insidious way that governments can raise funds. It is effectively a tax on those holding money. Instead of paying money to the government, as with the case of a conventional tax, the government just prints new money to spend. The value of this new money is siphoned off from the value of the currency already in existence. This transfers vast amounts of wealth from citizens to the government, or at least to those controlling the issuance of our money. These are known as central banks. The Federal Reserve Bank in the USA, the Banco de Mexico in Mexico, and the Bank of Canada here in Canada are the North American branches of the centrally controlled banking system. These private institutions that falsely classify and are ran under the guise of being a federal or national branch just print money, as you or I could with our home printer, their little specially milled mint paper, and then loan it to our government out of thin air. They don't have to move any type of commodity around. They don't have to ensure the value somehow or way. They just say it is, and we just take it as is. Go along to get along. Unfortunately, today we find ourselves in a world where every country is fueled by this fiat money system, which means they set the value, not some ties to a material source such as gold, silver, copper, various other combinations of metals, sword blades, other weapons, grains, pelts, livestock and cattle, and massive and rare stone wheels are just a few that have been historically used in the past or directly used as currency themselves. No. Rather today, it's just ink plus special paper, and value is set from mouth to ear. China was the first to use this paper money system under the reign of Emperor Heinzong in 806 to 821 AD due to a shortage of copper for making coins. The Europeans would not even know about paper money had not been for Marco Polo's account of it in his travels some 450 years later. Paper was issued again in 910 AD and became regular after 960 AD. By 1020, the quantity of Chinese paper money had reached excessive levels. In 1160, the paper issues had become so numerous that they became virtually worthless. This is the exact same trend happening in the West at present times. And we see this time and time again throughout years and years of history. This sordid tale has been told and retold many times. In medieval Europe, monarchs would clip coins. Clipping is a process whereby very thin shavings of metal are taken off the edges of many coins to produce a new one. Laws are then imposed, forcing people to accept these underweight coins at their face value. In ancient Rome, from the time of Nero and after, the precious metal content of the denarius steadily declined from being a nearly pure silver coin to one containing only 2%.